Hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome back to watching Halloween commercials. Now this is probably, might be 2 episode video. I have 3 other ones saved. This one's 40 minutes and 27 seconds. This one's an hour. And this one is 50 minutes, roughly. So, we're going to watch the 40-minute one. But I'm going to probably break it up into 2 episodes because, well, that just means that I can commentate over the 20 minutes in intervals, and it's less likely that one of them might be copyrighted. I could break it up into like 4 videos, but I don't want to, and Halloween is only so long, and the 2 weeks of, is basically what I'm aiming for, kinda. I'm probably like I'm still doing way too much for the 2 weeks, but you know what? Screw it at that point. And plus, I also don't have enough regular videos to get up to those 2 weeks, so you know, I might have to go a little bit longer, and it's going to be Spooktober, not just Anyway, here we go.
Great Halloween parties begin at Walgreens. Candy, party decorations, masks, costumes, makeup. Everything you need for Halloween fun now at Walgreens.
Hey, look, it's little me.
Ever hear of a gift certificate that turns into a soft drink? Oh, it can happen this Halloween. When you give out McDonald's Halloween gift certificates, kids take them to McDonald's and they get a McDonald's soft drink. Oh, what is that?
Man,
20 Halloween gift certificates costs only $1.
I miss the days when you get free shit from places. I used to get in the mail, for some reason, I guess because we had a 7-Eleven near us when we were kids. And I don't know if 7-Eleven, I think that's only a Canadian thing. So, 7-Eleven used to have these lovely donuts. They were chocolate, cream filled, with the cream coming out the top hole. Basically, whatever. The chocolate cream with chocolate donuts. Don't make that sound dirtier than it already is. Maybe, I don't know. And a slushie. So we get, we would get these book of coupons, and almost every day I would end up going down to 7-Eleven, getting a free slushie and a free donut. We were cheapskates. And we used to live in long ago, and if you watch my history video, one of my history videos, I'll show you everywhere I lived, everywhere I went to school, everywhere I went to work. Unfortunately, I went to school. So, that's kind of what ended up happening is that, I got to enjoy a lot of that. But also with me biking down there or walking down there with the little tricycle, it was only a block away, so it's like, we were kind of free range at that point, but also, I'm surprised CFS hasn't been called because, well, CFS ends up treating families like little snowflakes now, and, everything's a problem, where when I was growing up really, really young, we were allowed to get away with certain things. Now, when you got to a certain age, you would not have been able to, or when I got to a certain age, my parents weren't able to get away with certain things. Whatever. Anyway, doesn't fucking matter.
And can turn into 20 regular soft drinks. It must be the magic of Halloween.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody.
Man, now it's $1.25 because they're assholes and they want to squeeze another 25 cents out of us.
I'm Freddy Krueger, and you're invited to my special get-together. But beware, you may never leave. Dial this number now.
You don't scare me.
Details for you. my lucky callers.
You know, the funny thing is, we've called a bunch of these numbers. They're no longer in service, which sucks, but you know.
Selected at random. You'll talk to me live while you're awake and safe. So dial this number now if you dare. Talk to me live. Freddy Krueger is waiting just for you.
$2 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
For Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for all.
Speaking of October, and I haven't even tweeted about this because I didn't care. But okay, so when I went and bought this, this is being recorded on the the 1st. Anyway, so but I went down in the end of September, like 27th, 28th, or 29th, something like that. I went down and went to get certain things from the grocery store and another store that also sells groceries, but it was mostly there for something else. They're now trying to, where I live, which is a small town named Pensacola, I don't know. Anyway, jokes aside. They're trying to charity shame me, and I'm like, I do a lot of stuff for charity. I get that it is October, and they're doing this for Thanksgiving because, you know, they're stupid and they want to do that. I'm like, I give enough to charity, and the problem is they rub it in your face that you're not giving anything. Like, any grocery store, this is why grocery stores should not have that power, because they end up abusing the power. I'm not saying never give to charity. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the economy is bad already, and what I do on the internet with the charity stuff that I want to do or am doing, one of the two, I just have to promote. Right now I'm just promoting certain charities because, doing Tiltify and doing charity live streams doesn't get me very far right now. I never meet the goals that we set and whatever else. That's why I am waiting. I'm going to be doing more charity stuff when it becomes to a point where I get a bigger audience, and not just a bigger audience, a bigger watch, like people watching my content more than just, oh, let's just subscribe because, you know, we're passing through and then they never come back, which annoys me that most of my subscribers are still only pass through and never come back, it seems like. So, which I can show statistics on that, but you know, there's very few returning customers or whatever. Anyway,
All Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, have
Don't-
loads of
basically what I'm saying is be careful out there. Everybody says charity starts at home. Fuck that. Go for the bigger charities because they know what they're doing, and they reach more people also. And they end up overlapping into where these smaller charities are. Like it's for this local food situation here in town. I get it. But also then the grocery stores can also like donate a lot of their food too, because they end up wasting a lot of food. And it pisses me off walking or biking or even driving behind the local grocery stores, because you see them throwing out boxes and boxes and boxes of good food. Now, into the same dumpster that they throw the bad food into. And I'm like, instead of begging us for a donation, like, piss off and give them the food that you are wasting by just throwing it in the back dumpster. So I'm okay with people giving money. First of all, like I say, they abuse their power by being able to ask people. Because it's a whole, and I get that it's a sitcom and they took it way too far, but that's what South Park does. It's just the same. Maybe not as obnoxious where you're like pulling a sandwich out of the cutout's mouth or whatever of a little girl, but they still like announce it to the whole store. They're still an asshole about it. So, I mean, it's so stupid, but you know what? That's life for you, I guess, anyway.
Candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween supernatural.
Yeah, it's sad that recently the Good Witch of the North passed away from the original Wizard of Oz. The one with Judy Garland as I forget who the character's name is.
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon...
It's been a while since I watched Wizard of Oz. So I watch the movie once in a or movies once in a while. Like the problem with like their series is I've watched once, basically, or almost. I mean, my sisters kind of forced me to watch a lot of things over and over again, or different TV shows growing up that I didn't really care about. Like Wizards of Waverly Place and all this stuff on Disney. Sweet Life on Deck, all that bull crap. I was forced to watch, and eventually I just gave in and like enjoyed it, I guess, because, well, my sisters, like me, but my sisters couldn't do anything by themselves. Like they needed to have someone with them because, well, they wanted to enjoy it with someone, I guess, which is understandable because I was the same way, and I explained this during our live streams of the theme parks on Minecraft. Is that probably either I didn't remember some of them, or I never been on some of the rides, or whatever. My family, or my apparently whenever my father didn't want to go on, apparently my mother took us on some of those rides, which, you know, unfortunately she wasn't big on some of those rides either. But there was like Splash Mountain where I don't remember it. Unfortunately, like there was and then some of them are a lot different than what I remember. Now, granted, I might have not even gotten to the ones that I thought I remembered, but you know, because we're only like 3 episodes in, I think, to that live stream. But right now I'm playing Slime Rancher 2, so I mean, I hate jumping back and forth because, you know, it's so hard to title everything back and forth all the time. I'd rather stick with something that I'm enjoying. Anyway, what we're getting at... Anyway, I don't care. Let's continue watching.
He turned into...
We only almost watched 2 minutes of this, and we're already almost 14 minutes in. So.
A werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's...
You know, something I noticed during these episodes, and I only watched one full video, which ended up to be like 3 videos or something. I think, I don't know. We can check that without popping up on my... Oh God! Of course, not responding. Shut up. How many did we record of these already? Well, we recorded quite a few actually. But I think, did we? Yeah, we recorded, I think, 3 episodes of that. other video. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, the point is that I've never seen in any of these episodes of me watching old commercials for Halloween, which I want to do Christmas commercials next. So that will be the Christmas thing. I never noticed like any minority group. Well, back then it was they were minority groups in any of these. It's all mostly like white children, white adults, white people, or even just the monsters and the actual Halloween characters. And I don't. The funny thing is, we don't even like. When they do the McDonald's things, like this is kind of the Ronald McDonald-esque. We've never actually seen what color Ronald McDonald is under the face paint. Which begs another question: if he is at this time when what would have been a minority group, wouldn't that be considered racist now? Because I think that racism is a two-way street. Like the whole aspect of blackface, for example, or like a white person painting himself all black or whatever. I think it's just as racist for a black person to wear whiteface, just like it is for someone to dress up in completely green, like painted all green. Now, granted, I mean, if I would probably dress up in all green if I was Shrek or the Hulk or a green character in some regard, either a blob of slime or whatever, because that's acting, I guess. But then again, it's still pretty bad for like. Even for a human to dress up as another, like cosplay is so confusing to me, because how is like dressing up as another race of human, never mind another race of like mythical creatures, how is that not considered like something to be canceled over or whatever? I don't know, it's stupid. Probably using the word canceled, though, is going to get me in trouble on YouTube. So, because YouTube's stupid guidelines and bullshit, probably get copyright striked or even blocked or banned. Because, they're twat heads anyway. Girl, shut up. Why do I get all these random notifications?
Hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Paws Halloween makeup kits.
Tales of horror that will give you the creeps.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Verrill.
The most fun you'll ever have. Being Scared. Creep Show. Rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Isn't that a is it Get Around or forget Beach Boys? That's all I know. Plus, they were around back then. Surfing USA.
Quaker granola dips, a hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate. The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Get Around or something.
Gosh, Burger Chef!
It's been a while since I actually used to listen to Beach Boys all the time, because I mean that used to be like whenever I said good morning to the Amazon Echo in the mornings, that was one of the songs that would play is one of the Beach Boys songs, so I used to listen to it. And plus, I used to, when I had longer hair, I was more or less a hippie, but now more or less I'm a hippie kind of gothic kind of. I mean, I'm not wearing the nail polish right now because, well, I don't have anyone to paint it, and I don't want to deal with the mess right now. In the last couple days, several weeks or whatever. I have the black nail polish right here though, behind me on this shelf back here. Which now you can see how messy the shelf is back here. Where usually you're just seeing, like, I think the Cars up there and some CDs here. But in any case, and then I have the choker and other chains. Well, I have this chain here, the gold chain, but I don't have like the massive like chains with the locks hanging down here. There's some over here, I think, though, on this other table, on this side of me. But yeah, that's now what I kind of most of the time dress as. Kind of, sometimes, I don't know. It's rare because I'm still trying to fit in.
It's Wolfburger the werewolf! Where can I get delicious burgers? Where can I get fun food?
But when I do dress up in that and then all black or something, because right now I'm just wearing other clothes that I really like too. I'm really comfortable in wearing all that, so, and it makes me sound more like a devil. Right now instead of later when my GERD eventually burns the fuck out of my vocal cords to the point where I'll eventually sound like Corpse Husband. So I mean, that's good.
Where? At Burger Chef.
Where?
And now at participating Burger Chefs, you can buy fun meals that now come on Halloween magic meal trays. There's a magic trick in each fun meal. There are 10 different magic meal tricks you can collect.
That's a magic trick, apparently. Man, kids were gullible back then. That's probably why my parents were such... This is my parents' brain. I'll show you... Or can I show it on here? Hold on. Let's do this for a moment. Put this on this for a second. This was my parents' brain, and I'll always remember them as their brain was just ran, or their body was ran by a hamster wheel and a hamster in their brains. Where mine is more like a like an actual computer brain with like an Intel processor and a bunch of like cables and wires and whatever else. My parents were always simpletons. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, I don't know where they are now. Hi. Anyway, whatever. Like I say, if I'm Lucius and my father was Lucifer, and well, that makes a lot of actual fucking sense. That my father was always the bane of my existence. Same with my mother sometimes. Anyway. It's been way too long now.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things.
I didn't realize that the Peanuts characters were that old. First of all, that makes me feel old. What season is Charlie Brown in? Alexa, what season is Charlie Brown and Friends in?
From fandom.com. In season 10, Charlie challenges some gang members to build a new treehouse.
Alexa, what season is Charlie Brown in?
Charlie Brown is present in Peanuts.
Alexa, what season is Peanuts in?
From Permies.com. May's prime peanut planting season in Georgia, and October into November is the season, which makes for a long season.
It's gonna come up with Prince Charles shit right away. And of course it's fucking... Can you caps lock bullshit fuck off? Anyway. Charlie... There's 37 episodes with or 104 7-minute segments. Yeah, because that was a thing. I forgot about that. 25 of Snoopy. How old is Charlie Brown? Around 8 years old. Well, I mean, I was wondering how, whatever. Why are they called Peanuts? Yeah, because they used to be in a comic strip too, eh? Maybe if we ask them this. Alexa, how many seasons are there of Charlie Brown?
From MeetingNights.com. The Charlie Brown and Snoopy Show originally aired on CBS from September 1983 to October of 1985 for only 2 seasons.
That's not... fuck off. So it's... the Charlie Brown kind of peanut situation has been around for a long fucking time. It's not going to be helpful. Yeah, it used to be on... it was on Nickelodeon for a while. But, you know, the stupid... I don't know what to search, and this stupid Alexa fucking bullshit can go kill itself. Because it's not helpful. But it's been around for a long fucking time. Anyway, let's continue on screwing around way too much. We're only 3 minutes in and it's already been half an hour, so...
Bump in the night. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
10 singers, 9 singers, 8 yummy singers, 7 singers, 6 singers, 5 tasty singers.
Everyone wants to zap gold cake with vanilla frosting, devil's food with chocolate.
This reminds me of the nowadays Little Debbie's stuff.
Raspberry with coconut, all with cream centers.
Please one singer to zap.
Right now, in specially marked bonus packs, you'll find a pumpkin decorating kit and 2 extra zingers.
Trick or treat!
1
That's
trick
how
and
life
2
works.
treats from Dolly Madison.
my big friend. I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
By the way, I remember what Frankenstein's monster eats. He doesn't eat, like, he's not a zombie. He just eats people. If I remember that correctly. He's like Cannibal Lecter. Anyway.
Hallmark's ready for Halloween, and you know, it's the strangest thing. Everybody's wild about new scratch and sniff stickers in special trick-or-treat packages, and they're dying to take home these cuddly pumpkin bean bags. And these party decorations are so popular, they seem to just disappear. So come to Hallmark, the Halloween store. We're waiting for you.
Goblins, werewolves, vampires. They're not real, but he
Thanks for the Michael music, by the way.
is a real nightmare.
Oh yeah, because it's Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hi!
Donald Pleasance. It's the night he came home. Halloween 2, Thursday at 8 on Channel
It is
17.
Michael, that's why there's the Michael
Parental
music.
discretion advised.
Trick or treat! Darn, I knew I should have worn a costume. Yo, Bo Peep, what you got in your bag?
Introducing Roy Rogers' Big Chicken Deal. 2 plump and juicy pieces of fried chicken, hot, crisp fries, and a fresh baked biscuit. Roy Rogers' Big Chicken Deal, just $1.99.
Don't you even think about it.
They are the children of the corn. They must obey he who walks among the rows. They live in a world where adults are not allowed to live. Children of the corn.
Is this the slasher?
A new kind of nightmare. An adult nightmare. Stephen King's Children of the Corn.
Oh.
Coming Friday. Check local newspapers.
Stephen King, one of the best writers, book writers in general. And from all his different genres was really cool. Was it Stephen King that just recently passed, or was it another? There was a famous writer that just recently passed. I forget who it is. Good thing we have Alexa here. Alexa, did Stephen King pass away?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, did Stephen King pass away?
Stephen King is still alive.
Okay, then it was someone
He's
else.
75
Alexa,
years
shut
old.
up. Oh, 75. He's still writing books? Well, he's amazing. There's someone who, a certain writer who just recently passed away as of recording this, so, which we already dated the video on October 1st.
For theaters
so.
and showtimes.
Halloween's coming. What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing. Except some Halloween themed shit. I don't trick or treat, I don't dress up.
Whether you do a little or a lot, be an original this Halloween and find yourself at Hallmark.
Because I'm scared too many people. Wow! Kyle Mooney! Man, that's so you were a star even before you were a star. Congratulations.
And at
You know, it's sad that Keenan. Well, it's sad and it's bittersweet that Keenan Thompson kind of left SNL. Good for him. For basically what I'm saying, because I have to explain everything on now before I say it. Because, well, even though I'm an asshole and I believe in freedom of speech and I'm very crass and I'll say whatever the fuck I usually want, but what I mean by that is I really like him on SNL, and I mean there's always like an open door apparently. For him to come back to any show. And I mean, it's right in the same building, so I mean, it wouldn't be hard for him to just show up for something if he really wanted, I think. Or it's in the same area of New York, whatever it is. Anyway, fuck it. But good for him. I'm also saying good for him for getting his own show, but I mean, I'm gonna miss him on SNL. Just his craziness. What's up with that? What's up with that? There's that, and then there was like this stuff with him and The Rock, and whenever The Rock was hosting. Nowadays, when The Rock had hair and was carrying around the WWE Championship or whatever, I forget what happened. When they had like a whole WWE theme, or it was then the WWF, where Triple H was mocking him from the crowd. There was a whole weird situation. Anyway, you had Vince and Lord Michaels, whatever it is, backstage doing a skit or little thing, whatever it is. Anyway, back then it was a different bunch of cast members, so. It is too bad that the other girl that has like that all her characters have a high pitched whiny voice. It's too bad she's now gone completely for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't care, and you don't have to tell me, and it's not my place to know. It's up to them or her and Lord Michaels and.
Participating Hallmark stores, get your hands on the Spooky Sounds tape. Full of creepy sounds and Halloween theme songs. $1.95 with any $5 Hallmark purchase. Only at participating Hallmark stores. It's a scream.
The Halloween Hall of Fame will continue after these messages.
The Halloween experts at Magic Manor have everything you'll need this year, including actual character masks from famous motion pictures. And they can show you the proper application of makeup to impress that special someone. Magic Manor's professional hand-painted custom mask.
How do I only recognize two characters there? A Yeti and in Frankenstein's monster. Dr. Frankenstein's monster. Man, if he actually had a real name. Makes life a whole lot easier than saying Dr. Frankenstein's monster. And that's probably why people got lazy and just started calling the monster Frankenstein. Anyway, it's Dr. Frankenstein's monster. And I'll preach that from the rooftops until people start changing the way they're talking because they're lazy. Like, this is how lazy people are, in my opinion. Is they can't even finish simple phrases like jack of all trades. It's not the full saying, and it's almost a kick in the pants to anybody. It's a jack of all trades, a master of none, but better than some. Anyway, like me.
Start as low as $2.50. This Halloween, remember Magic Manor. Wigs, masks, makeup, costumes, shockingly authentic. Magic Manor.
This has to be like US or...
Hey, Ronald, what are those things you're wearing?
My trick-or-treat safety cups. They're shiny aluminum foil with bright orange...
Because now we have in Canada, we have Spirit Halloween and other bullshit crap. The fucktard, stupid things. But the other problem is that there's Spirit Halloweens that are open all year. There's some that just open or rent the space for the month of October, which is fine. But the problem is that there's Spirit Halloweens that are open all year, which I get it. Being a YouTuber, you're like, I need stuff. I need props, I need costumes, whatever, which it makes a lot of fucking sense. Which is good for me, but before I was a YouTuber, before I understood, like, why it's a good purpose for me to have, like, those stores available to me, I'm like, why they're seasonal? Like, also, I don't understand how they would be able to be in business still until now, because I'm like, well, because they are open all year and probably they don't get as much sales as they do in October during the year. But anyway,
Stripes, so they reflect light.
Neat. Where'd you get them?
Right at McDonald's. This Halloween,
coal
be sure
miner,
you're all wearing McDonald's
or
trick
no,
or
he's supposed to be a
safety
poor
cuffs. Children should be
bastard.
seen
No,
and
okay.
not hurt.
With the soot on his face, yeah.
Make Halloween fun with one-stop shopping at Wool.
You know that I think I mentioned this in the other video when they showed those cuff protector, whatever they are. They literally just took a tin or like a tin can, made it into a cup, and then made it so that the bottom would pop off, so that your kid can slide his wrists through basically a giant razor blade. It's the 70s and 80s. They got away with. Do you know how much? Do you know how much I would have loved to grow up in that age, roughly, like maybe 90s, so that I'm like 30 instead of whatever. Like early 90s instead of like just closer to the end. I mean, I'm already almost 25. In 2 months, I'll be 25. Wow, what a shocking turn of events. Because I didn't even think I'll make it past 18. Anyway, before I need to go drink some more alcohol, let's move on from that conversation, because that's one of my pain points. Yes, I feel emotional pain from that era. Anyway, still. But in any case, jokes aside, I'm gonna call it a joke. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I wanted a wood burning kit. And I mean, the problem with wood burning kits is the cord was that long between the outlet and the wand to burn wood. So you end up just being by the curtains when you use it. Don't leave that thing plugged in. And I mean, back then the outlets were on the outside walls because it was easier to access to put them in at the time. Apparently, is what I understand from like that era of building code. Anyway, shut up, it's fine.
Woolworth or Woolco for your Halloween needs. Costumes from $1.83 to $3.99, like $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, superheroes, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and a new favorite for girls, Holly Hobby. You can get wrapped candies of every kind, bubblegum, lollipops, fun-sized candy bars. Get this Halloween record, sounds to make you shiver, just $1.89. Make Halloween fun and easy. Make just one stop at Woolworth or Woolco.
That's weird.
This Halloween, give the safe treat
Thank you.
that helps treat the disabled.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Thank you.
Good for special treats at local stores and restaurants.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Easter seals, for example, Easter seals, how much money did you spend to print roughly probably closer to 7 billion coupons? 7 or 70 billion coupons, and not just give the money straight to the whatever. It's always so confusing sometimes with some of that stuff. Same with like raffles and stuff. I get that people donate the raffle gifts, but we're like, what? It's so confusing because I'm like, why don't you just give the money that you would have, whatever, and then you wouldn't have to like have so many fucking charity events. I get that you always still need money, regardless if. But I mean, it almost seems a little bit obsessive to have all these like, all these things. I get that it also means that people will actually show up to your charity events or show up and do stuff. I'm like, but I mean, YouTubers get away with all the time with just putting on a good show. And I mean, they also donate a lot of money to their own charity streams too. And the friends do, I mean, $100,000. Wow, Mark. I'm still surprised that last charity thing that you did for Jack, that you donated $100,000, which basically put them, doubled their, or whatever it was. I don't care. Well, I care, but I don't care what he did. It's up to it's his money. He can do whatever what he wants. He matched every donation. Go watch the video, but he matched every donation for like 5 minutes, and then it jumped 100,000. So he had to donate 100,000 plus whatever he also donated, and under his like money thing where he calls himself Big Dick Moneybags all the time, which also, like, it's like, well, some charity stuff you shouldn't call yourself that, but you know what, it's because it's his friends, and you know, whatever. I'm sure, whatever, it's up to him. Like I said, if he got really like scared when he saw it jumped to 100,000 that he had to donate, because he again matched every donation in that time period. So I mean, he more than covered it multiple times over, because he donated a couple times during the stream, not just that. That was probably the last time he donated something, because it kind of, you hurt him probably a little bit. Not much. He makes, just right now, as of recording this, he's like just over 30,000, or 30 million. God, I'm terrible with numbers. Just over 30 million subscribers. Apparently he makes roughly the same amount from all his projects and YouTube in general, and whatever else he does. So he's pretty well off for that. This is an interview that I'm going by. I don't know if it's actually true or not, but you know, he said this in an interview that he makes pretty much the same amount, like $30 million a year or something. I don't know, or his net worth is, or something like that. I don't care. Whatever. Fuck it. Go watch it.
Thank you.
We're not even halfway through this video.
Thank you.
Or what I wanted to record, and we're almost at an hour.
Halloween booklets are now available at these fine stores.
I talk way too much.
Everywhere.
Halloween's a perfect time for baking spooky cookies. Just roll out Pillsbury sugar cookies.
But also that might get me past the copyright bullshit. So, you know. Not that I don't know if this will actually get copyrighted. Maybe just some of the songs will get copyrighted. Hopefully it's only the songs. But then again, also, hopefully I don't get copyrighted whatsoever, because, well, I'm trying to break it up and talk over bullshit. I get why Cinnamon Toast Ken now just does, like, 10-minute videos, and, like, 8 minutes of them are talking, and, like, 2 minutes of them are just fucking watching the clips. Anyway.
They can decorate and feed them to your goblins. So much fun there.
Scary.
This Halloween, capture your ghosts and goblins on genuine Kodak film from Thrifty. Whether it's print, slide, or movie film, Kodak is the choice of professionals. Thrifty carries...
By the way, to the conversation prior, he probably makes that much a year, but he spends a lot during the year too. So he might not be as rich as we think he is, because he might spend a lot of money on shit that he does anyway, and stuff that he buys, and you know.
Carries a full line of Kodak film, including C126-24 exposure, C110 and C135 24 exposure in regular and high-speed print film, KR135 36 exposure slide film, and Super 8 movie film. Remember, the sharper you want your memories, the more you need Kodak film and Thrifty.
My most perfect creation! Gee, I'll have to do something about that face.
In
Introducing Spooky Goop, horrifying monster makeup you make up at home. Spooky Goop's bubbling lizard lips, bat bones, and toad toes create a ghoulish goo that makes a monster out of you.
Now that's a face no mother could love.
Spooky Goop, spine-tingling makeup for Halloween or any unearthly occasion.
I just had the greatest idea. Let's spend the night in the fun house.
This better be good.
It's gonna be great.
Something is alive in the funhouse. Something deadly. Something evil. Something that tonight will turn the funhouse into a carnival of terror. The Funhouse, rated R, starts Friday at a theater near you.
Last year, one of everyone's favorite candies appeared in a Halloween-sized pack.
Skittles.
And word spread quickly.
Is this the
No!
Skittles?
Skittles is the worst one of those little round candies. Smarties or M&M's? By the way, Smarties to us are little chocolates with candy coating. But also we do have the Smarties version of the Rockets, and so I mean we're pretty good on candy here in Canada. We kind of have a mixture of a bunch of them. So the Smarties that everyone else knows, the chalky ones, I think we also sell here now too. Anyway, so
See, I told ya.
I, Speedy McGreedy, have created Frankenstein Mouth.
I want juicy burgers.
We'll go to Hardee's.
The burgers are juicy at Hardee's.
Right, Ivan. Hardee's job broils them.
Let's say hello to Hardee's.
It's Halloween time. When you buy a burger and soft drink at Hardee's, you get a coin to put in the fun machine, which gives you a Halloween prize.
I got a creepy crawly Halloween thing.
or can you keep the coin? Do you have to get one of those stupid toys? We ended up eating the toys anyway, so I mean, same with like any Happy Meal that we ever got. Eventually we stopped buying Happy Meals anyway. Because we got to the point where we're like, well, we're too old for chicken nuggets and we're too young for the big burgers, so let's just get a fucking Filet-O-Fish. No, I just eat like two hamburgers and then I'm full with one thing of fries and a drink. So, you know, a large drink. Yeah. And large fries. Because, you know, in Canada we don't supersize shit.
I got a Halloween ring.
The fun machine at participating Hardee's.
Wednesday, it's a hair-raising Halloween happening. Catchy beginning. First, that Emmy-winning Fat Cat. It's the trick-or-treat trail. I'm no scaredy cat. It's all new.
Yes, you are.
Halloween adventure. Then,
I hear the Great Pumpkin.
the Halloween classic, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, right after Garfield.
I've literally watched Garfield enough to know that you and Cowardly Odie, because it's a play on Cowardly Coyote. Wiley, yeah, anyway. I know that you guys are cowardly, scaredy cats. I love lasagna, loves sleeping and hates Mondays, so you know. Me too. Not that weekdays really affect me in any way. Cause to me right now, being where I am today, and like being able to spend all day at home, which doesn't bore me too much anymore. When you're a kid it does, because no one else is home with you. Doing that, and because I do YouTube and I can pick and choose when I want to record and live stream and do things, or I could just sit and watch shit on TV or my computer in general. Or I could go out and, I mean, the only time that weekdays actually affect me is when things are actually open, like shops and stuff, and haberdashers and whatever else you want to call them. Otherwise, like, to me, any day is just a normal day. Like my day is pretty good. I go out to the studio, get work done there. I come here and do this stuff, or sit on the couch, or bake, or cook, or sleep, or whatever. And the day is pretty much like normal, so like I lose track sometimes on like the actual weekday. Like today is, what day is it? I think it's Saturday, right? So tomorrow's Sunday. And then the other point is that whenever certain sports events that I like, and I'm calling wrestling sports, yeah, sports entertainment, but shut up. To me, it's starting to become more of a sport instead of like just faking everything. So anyway, shut up about that. Anyway, so that's the only other time it affects me, kinda too. Otherwise, I don't care. The weekends are just the same as any weekday, so I mean, it doesn't bother me that it's Monday or Friday. So, I guess also my Mondays are different in Garfield, so that makes sense too, I guess. I get to sleep in every day if I want. I get to wake up early if I really want. I mean, look at what time it is now. It's 10:46. I'm almost an hour into this, and I have 8 minutes left until I'm supposed to finish this episode. So the majority of this was me talking again. So
Wednesday.
I enjoy talking, so you know.
Toys R Us has the Big Bird Halloween costume and the Yoda Halloween costume for trick-or-treating.
Blue Yoda. Yeah, that's how shit works.
What strange creatures are lurking in the night? Ah, skull face, mummy face too. Oh, ghoul face. What a frightful sight. Yes, Mom, this Halloween your kids can have fun creating their own scary disguise with Kooky Spooks makeup. They just smear it on. When the makeup dries, it cracks to make them look really old and ghoulish. Add in the sheet and the costume's complete. Kooky Spooks makeup kits.
Man, that doesn't age well. Kids showing on a sheet anymore? Anyway. Also, I never liked when the makeup cracked. For some people, great. It makes it look older and more beat up and whatever else from just old age. I never liked it. I worked so hard on making scary fucking bullshit face, whatever it was. Or wherever I had makeup, all that Halloween makeup on. And then it fucking broke everything. Like speaking of Halloween stuff, I still have all these things from the vampire doctor character that I do. I have the fake blood, the teeth, the fake bloody teeth. Man, that probably poisoned the hell out of me, is putting all that blood in my mouth. But I have 2 canisters of blood, 3 sets of teeth. The funny story is, when I first introduced him to the channel in my 1,000 subscriber video, man, that feels like it's a long time ago, and we're still on in the 1,000 subscribers. Go subscribe! Anyway, there was some fake blood in that, but there's actually some real blood in that, so I bit down on my tongue and my lips that day because, well, the fake blood actually makes your face very fucking numb. And so I ended up like biting down on there. My teeth ended up being like pushed around because because of my mouth being numb. So my gums started bleeding because I moved my teeth so fucking bad that each one of them, I ended up, after my face came back, they were so loose that I had to straighten them. But the good thing is eventually, like, they tightened up again, so I just never told anyone. So it was hell. A lot of pain. The roots are kind of just more or less kinked in there now because, well, you know when you kink a garden hose enough and then it purposely like stays like where like it remembers that you kinked it there so many times. So anyway, very hell.
Frightening disguises to choose from.
English is a hard language. Shut up.
Stephen King, author of Carrie, said, Evil Dead is the most ferociously original horror film of the year. If you think he's kidding, see for yourself. Evil Dead. They got up on the wrong side of the grave. Evil Dead from New Line Cinema.
Starts tomorrow at these theaters. Check.
How did you jump from, like, I'm guessing that you did a lot of horror in your early part of your career, Stephen King, Mr. King. How did you jump from that to, like, something as nice and wholesome-ish as, like, Shawshank Redemption and other movies and shows that we used to watch? Because it is still going. With Pennywise, a clown thing is still, like, very popular, which is funny. Because, I mean, I think it was right after it came out, like, everybody started dressing up as clowns and started being a nuisance all over the place. Like, in the middle of the night, just clowns everywhere. But, yeah, how did you make... And I don't know very many Stephen King non-horror TV shows and movies and books and whatever else you have. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. You're really good at your job, I guess. I don't know if writing's technically a job per se. It pays you a lot, but I don't know if you would consider it a job, because a job or career or whatever, it seems like a very negative word. It's your hobby that you made into a substantial pay system where now you're making millions on all your masterpieces. Anyway, I'm trying to be super nice. I hope it's coming across that way. I'm an asshole. So this is very hard for me. It's kind of like breaking kayfabe for me to be nice, so... But I really love Stephen King, and you'll notice whenever I'm trying to be nice, or when I really like something, I'll break kayfabe for that. I really love his works. So, public works. Anyway, talk to you, let's continue on. I don't know what I'm saying, because we're already an hour in, and this has only been like 14 minutes.
Check newspapers for times.
I think you'll like
of
this.
Watching this.
Isn't this supposed to be haunted?
Some of...
Absurd idea.
The problem is some of this we already watched.
Yes, we do.
More and more spirit. Watch out for him.
It started to happen again.
Dad!
I'm in trouble.
You've had some scary dreams, okay? Help!
What's with movies back then? Oh, it's Freddy. Okay. What's with movies back then and just characters being shirtless and really jacked and muscular?
Daddy can't help you now.
Freddy is back on Elm Street, and he's not a welcome visitor. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2. Freddy's Revenge. Rated R from New Line Cinema.
Now showing at a theater near you.
As Halloween approaches,
I forgot that all those characters originated from like their own series, and then they kind of got spin-offs, like Yeah. You know. I don't have to explain it. I'm exhausted. Talking for over an hour is nuts.
To prepare yourself for what might happen.
More orange sprinkles.
It's a special time of year, and Dunkin' Donuts is dressing up their donuts for the occasion.
Sure.
And here's the werewolf.
So come.
Those little items are edible, and they're just chocked full of sugar because they're basically like dried sugar. They're like icing sugar that's dried into those shapes and painted and whatever the fuck it is. And donuts are really bad. I mean, I have a problem. Ah, the cat is here.
To Dunkin' Donuts and get into the spirit of Halloween.
We'd like some Halloween donuts, please.
Oh.
Anything could happen tonight.
Uh-oh.
With Mickey Mouse and M&M's candies, everything's gonna be just right.
It's Mickey Boy.
Time for fun and M&M's for Mickey Mouse and friends. The magic never ends. Grab on to that M&M's feeling.
My little goblins will be out long after dark.
Goblins.
So I depend on Duracell batteries.
We've seen this one.
Looks like it. It's Halloween, the night he came home, when the deepest fears are made real. When the
Michael Myers.
When the most courageous soul cowers in the face of evil. First time on TV, the modern horror classic from John Carpenter. Parental discretion advised. This film contains elements
Isn't
of
he
shock
played by
and
Mike
suspense.
Myers?
Halloween, you won't be watching it alone.
You think I'm mad, don't you? Perhaps we're both mad.
Cujo? From the novel by Stephen King, creator of Carrie and The Shining.
Oh yeah, he also did The Shining.
Cujo.
Leonardo, whatever his name is.
Now, there's a new name for terror.
The guy who also played in Titanic.
Directed by Louis Teague. Rated R.
Oh.
Now playing. Check newspapers for a theater near you.
Wow, there's so many shows that movies that I never knew Stephen King did or existed.
With a little light entertainment. But when your video heads get dirty, you lose your picture. Not a pretty sight. Happily, this new Polaroid video cassette will help you. It actually cleans your heads as it plays, so dirty heads needn't haunt you. New Polaroid video cassettes. Get the picture?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th. Rated R. There's a big...
Yeah, because Friday the 13th also is Michael, right? So, I mean, he started on Halloween, and then he moved over to Friday the 13th, and now there's like Michael Myers movies, or, you know.
Can see at the Bates Motel.
Norman, is that you?
No, it's Buzz McKenzie, and it could be you. Look for this display and enter button.
The Bates Motel, didn't we look it up last, or one of the other videos? I forget now. What, Alexa, what horror films was the Bates Motel from?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the Bates Motel was in the movie Psycho.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bud Light Psycho sweepstakes. To win a Bud Light party with
a minute left until we...
at the Psycho Mansion. You could even get a mug like Spud's at participating retailers. Wow!
That Spud's is so cool, it's scary.
And now we present Scary Tales.
I've rolled off the north side. Good news, my lord. Soon the city will be mine. Excellent, my lord. The wench has blocked me. We've lost.
I do see him. He doesn't realize that every time that my dickhead neighbor... Every time he doesn't... My dickhead neighbor doesn't realize... I can't talk. That every time he tries to look through the only door that I don't have a fucking pair of blinds for... Even though it's frosted and also they have the nice shattering in between the... On the third and the middle pane, so there's two nice panes on either side, and then the middle one is a shattered pane purposely to make it look cool. So it's frosted and also shattered. I could still see him, and I know it's him because there's an outline of a fucking beard of a pedophile. Looking in with a fucking flashlight, and he does that all fucking night. That's why I have security cameras and an alarm system. What a fucking cunt. Anyway, I hate my fucking asshole neighbor. He's such an asshole.
We, my lord?
Cathedral, the medieval strategy game. When the city is finished, you could be too.
Hi there, guys and ghouls. It's me, Elvira, the Queen of Halloween.
You again.
Tonight, I'm having my Halloween
The
party
Queen of
right here
Halloween.
at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific.
After Elvira shows you the weirdest, scariest videos ever made, the terror continues with Alice Cooper live in Detroit at midnight Eastern. Elvira.
Where's Alice Cooper from? Alexa, which band is Alice Cooper from?
From shortbiography.com. He is best known for being the founder and main vocal of the band Alice Cooper.
Well, that's helpful.
Elvira at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific Time, followed by Alice Cooper in concert at midnight Eastern, 11 Central, 9 Pacific. A Halloween you'll remember. A Halloween you won't be able to forget on MTV.
Last one there's a Halloweenie.
Perfect! We're 2020. Wow, fucking hell. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I think we're done because, well, it's over an hour of me talking just to get 20 minutes out of this. Wow, YouTube is awesome. Wow, I'm trained well now and trying not to get copyright strike because of the stupid copyright system and the third-party copyright system, which they really should just take away and only be the sole people like that maybe, and not be so rough on us with the copyright bullshit. Because we're trying, and I mean, with them being in charge instead of like a third-party bull crapper, even before they even go live, because I've scheduled a bunch and as soon as they go up, they get fucking copyright claimed. Or go live, they get copyright claimed. Anyway, yeah, we've talked extensively about this, and you know, I have to make an hour video for 20 minutes of like me reacting to something. It's so stupid, and my voice is shot. It hurts. So we're gonna continue the next 20 minutes of this. The next 20 minutes and 27 seconds or whatever it is. I don't fuck math. I don't fucking care. And then we'll have to go into these ones. There's the hour vintage, so the 60s to the 90s instead of like the 80s or the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like the first one was, and then this one's just the 70s and 80s. So we get some 60s in there, and then there's the compilation of 70s and 90s, a different one. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this lovely video, I guess. I have to do something about him. I need to... the police won't do shit out here. They don't care. They won't arrest the fucker, and I'm fully convinced that there could be a murder or rape happening, and they won't do shit for to bring the family closure or the victim closure. Whatever. I'll figure something out. I might just pull out a bat and Babe Ruth his ass into the next municipality over. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. We have a little kitty here. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. We have a little kitty here. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.